EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. Josh Lambeau set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Takes it at the 7. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 32 yards. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will stop right around the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Jets. Stephon Sullivan, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And down to the 20.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now Wilson on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You ain't doing nothing today. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. X3, 218, jump, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. 21-0 our score after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Play action. It's Lawrence. A throw complete to the tight end Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They're gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 3. Mike 3. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. 2 draw quarters.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They go play action with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 half block. Hey, Edward, go forward.
Here's Wilson to throw. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Holly. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Josh Allen providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Lawrence will throw. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Now Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up.
There you go.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They go play action with Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And some room to maneuver. Runs over him. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 17-yard line. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Mike, check, 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 59, Mike.
Here's Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Lawrence on 3rd down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to have a Jags first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Bring it! And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Lawrence's throw hauled in by QT here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That catch good for only a couple.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
All day, dog. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 53, Mike. Rip right. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Not here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And all the way to the opposite 48.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Holly. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown!
Elijah Moore from 8 yards out. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Always got some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Holly, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready. 10 Lobos. Defense wins championships, baby. Check it.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, here's Jones. He's at the 30. And down to the 11. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her first. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put this and it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too